Hello and welcome to today's historic best of 3 deck tech and gameplay video on a little wolf-packy tribal list. It is a card that sort of makes it, takes advantage of new cards from the Innistrad Midnight Hunt as well as some old classics. The main werewolf portion of it, or wolf portion, we'll say from now on. A couple copies of Arlinn as just a general value creator and sometimes aggressive threat. And some Nightpack Ambushers to both buff our wolves and werewolves and to make some more. A couple of Tovolars here as ways to get card draw off of them, as well as if Tovolar is flipped, we can also get some sort of evasion with trample and hopefully hit on through. And a couple of Kessig Naturalists can act as both a ramp and as additional lords depending on whether it's night or day instead of. We also have a couple of Werewolf pack leaders, just a good little aggressive card early on, and some Primal Adversaries as another wolf, as well as a Mana Seek for late game, so we can fill the board up. And if we need it to just be a good 3-mana 4/3 beater with trample, it can be that. That is the base of the wolf package. The rest is just sort of supporting accoutrement, or whatever word you want to use. Bone Crusher Giants for combination of removal, some burn, and just an okay body by itself. Cindervines for some main deck hate against the large amount of non-creatures in the format, and the ability to get rid of artifacts and enchantments main board. Some Abundant Harvest to find what we need early on, or in game ones. Some Llanowar Elves with some extra ramp, and some Faithless Looting for some card draw. Land base, pretty simple. I have one of each of the bolt lands, or whatever you want to call them, for their respective utility. The rest of the lands, pretty simple. I have some shock lands, some pathways, a couple of the man lands, and an even split of respective basics. That is the main board. Sideboard, pretty easy smattering of just, sideboard silver bullets. Scavenger Ooze for graveyards, another Cindervine for more either artifact or enchantment hate or more non-creatures. Sweltering Suns if we're really scared about some deck going wider than us. Some Clothis for some graveyard hate and a little bit of inevitability. Shifting Ceratops against the heavy counter decks, and the occasional mono blue deck that pops up every once in a while. Rampaging Ferocidon against life gain decks, and also against decks that want to go really wide, it can punish them. Heroic Intervention because there's a buttload of sweepers and removals. Some Chandras is another can't be countered thing to help you win the game. And I have a single copy of Heaven and Earth to be either a sweeper for flyers or a sweeper for non-flyers. The sweeper for flyers is particularly useful against those like mono white life gain decks that have a whole bunch of angels. This deck lacks a way to, or used to lack a way to sufficiently deal with those boards, and this is what Heaven and Earth can do. Slight little note before we go into game one: the Abundant Harvest, if you're playing this deck at home, are usually just cantrips to find something, but they're almost always going to be the things we first cut for whatever our sideboard cards are. Abundant Harvest, as well as Faithless Looting, are nice for the deck, but are not required to get it to work. So odds are these are the cards are going to be trimming game one for whatever you happen to need. And that is the main deck, or the deck tech as a whole, for the little Wolfpack Tribal thing. We'll go ahead and go now into game number one. Game number one with our little Wolfpack Tribal deck. Again, we'll go ahead and play first because we have a brain. It's not the best hand in the world, but it's not awful. Ramp on one, we can throw things away with the Faithless Looting. Not the worst thing on the plate. Let's see. We'll go ahead and play a Stomping Ground first. Play one of our Llanowar Elves. See what our opponent wants to play. What is it? Jeskai Control or whatever it is. We'll go ahead and probably layer the Hydra. Playing Llanowar. We'll go ahead and Faithless Looting and see what we can find. We'll get rid of... probably get rid of the mountains. So this could be Jeskai control, or maybe some Jeskai creativity, or maybe blue-red Delver? Who knows? Let's see, we'll go ahead and just play a Primal Adversary. See what our opponent has here. He's got something. Whew. Go ahead and attack with Llanowar. Consider. So maybe like... Is it Delirium, maybe? That's a Roiling Vortex main board. Okay, so this has to be some sort of, like, graveyard. Okay, so it's like blue-red Spellslinger. Okay, I know what this deck is. So we'll go ahead and see what our sideboard plan will be. Probably some Shifting Ceratops, maybe a Heaven and Earth. Yeah, that is basically what it is. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Pay X3 and activate the Hydra here. Go ahead and swing it with both of our boys. Hopefully force a block. Nope, he's just gonna eat it. So yeah, it's like a blue-red Delvery Spellslingery thing. Running Static Discharge. Alright. I don't know if that's terribly good, but it sure as hell is interesting. Let's see. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we'll probably just activate the, yeah, we'll activate the Hydra. Why not? If he blocks with his Aberration, we are happy to use a land as a removal spell. I don't think they will, but I could be wrong. He does block. Alright, that's fine. If nothing else next turn, we can always just activate a Demon of the Bugbear. This isn't exactly the best showing for like the wolf and werewolf part of this, but woo. Yeah, we'll stick with the original plan here. Activate the Den. If he has a removal spell, we might as well make him use it. Yeah, he has it. Go. His attack with the Llanowar. Plays with... Shocked my face. A Delver. Okay, we'll go ahead and just attack with Llanowar here. Again, have to take the trade. We're happy. We will, however, Nightpack Ambusher on their end step. I would be surprised if this deck has a whole lot of, like, counter spells, main board. Might have, like, memory lapses. Or their version appears to have a lot of flyers, so maybe like a Lofty Denial. Let's see. Alright. If they counter the Nightpack, it's like fine. Yep, but they didn't have the desire to. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save the Werewolf Pack Leader. Unless they do that. In which case, you might as well just attack with the 1/1, see if he trades. And we'll just play the Pack Leader. Alright, reveals a Consider. Another discharge. I mean, I think this is literally the first time I've seen discharge in a game. I mean, it's doing okay work, I suppose, as like just a removal spell. And again, we'll just wait till his end step to play our Ambusher. Alright. Still feeling like relatively comfortable, to be entirely honest. We might also maybe bring in some Clothis here for some like life gain, as well as they clearly have enough Delirium cards in both Unholy Heat and I imagine a Dragon Rage Channeler to like warrant it. Doran's annoying. But if you attack out, you might very well be dead. And he's smart enough, or they are smart enough to know this. Again, might just have another... Hey, we're live. Okay, so we'll do... Attack with all of you. We have a Bone Crusher up so we can get a little screwy with math here. You have to have a counter, right? Otherwise you just die. Hey! Bang, 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 bang. Alright. Not bad. So maybe a Heaven and Earth, maybe a couple Clothises, and a couple Ceratops. Abundant Harvest out. Probably one Faithless Looting out. They didn't... Okay, they must have not changed very much. Which I would argue is like a weird choice, but I mean, whatever. It is their choice. Okay, that's not bad. Cindervines on 2, Adversary on 3, and hopefully Ambusher on 4. If not, we can always just play another Adversary. Let's see. Shocked it in, so maybe a Consider. Or insert 1 mana cantrip here. Wow, okay, so that has to be a Play with Fire, whatever it's called. We'll save the Heaven for right now. Hopefully he plays a somewhat bigger board. Kind of what I was thinking. Honestly, I am not adverse to just playing Heaven right now. It's starting to get out of range for me to be able to reliably Heaven this thing. So maybe we just say screw all that and just start hitting him in the face. Because odds are his door at... That might have been a mistake, maybe. What, Unholy Heat. Hi, Carmel. Hi, Brown Sugar. Okay, it's kind of doing something. Not doing enough of something. Yeah, I probably have lost this game, actually. That actually sucks that we just lose now because of that shit. If he has a removal spell, we're just gonna scoop immediately. Yeah, it's over. I should have, Heaven it the second I had a chance to. I got greedy. We all have really greedy keeps or greedy plays, and that was one of mine. I could have killed that immediately. This is what I should have done. It's a big old dum-dum moment for Cat Dad, isn't that right, baby Carmel? Go ahead and play first. Okay, this is like significantly better. We can make something happen with this. You okay, Carmel? You alright, baby girl? Wow. Daddy baby. Yeah, we'll let a war on 1 and just keep a Tovolar on turn 2, assuming our boy here lives. Hi, Carmel. I love you. He's my baby. Go ahead and din while it's untapped. Good girl. I would be very surprised if it ever becomes Knight against his... or stays Knight for very long against our opponent's deck here. Okay, this would be kind of where it would be nice to have. Go ahead and Pathway on green, attack with the Tovolar. Depending on what they block with, we might just, okay, that's an option. We're gonna play the Ceratops now. See, if he flips it, then life's a little sucky.
Isn't that right, little girl?
Wow, it actually became Knight. Are you really? Alright, that's weird. So honestly, I think we can just kind of attack with both of our particularly scary boys here. There's a Consider. There's a land in the bin. That's 1. Another land. Instant will be 2. You have another instant, so you're still only at 2. Okay, so he plays fire there, so he's going to get another 2 surveils. He's still only at 2. Instant is still 2. What does he block with is the question, if anything. Can't block with blue. Go ahead and Nightpack then. That should get through just fine, right? Unless you have some other spell, which is possible. They only deal 4 damage, so yep. Thank God. Feeling way safer. Unholy Heat. You're really hoping to find something. Oh, creature was 3. That's that. Right? That should... yeah. So I guess Delirium... hey, nice game number 1. So I don't know if anybody at home who happens to watch this can tell me if you cast a card like Unholy Heat that has Delirium, and while it's still on the stack, like, if by the time it resolves, can you, like, change your Delirium count? Or does it count at cast, not at resolve? Anywho, not a bad game. It shows how the deck works a little bit. We'll go now to game number 2. Enter game number 2 with our little Wolfpacky tribal list. Alright, it's not a bad hand. Missing a second green source for an ambusher, but we do have a Kessig Naturalist. Just going up against goblins. Okay, that's a thing that can happen. There's a second green. Yeah, man, if I ever go to stomp that thing, it just sacrifices itself. Because it's my spell. Let's see. We will go ahead and play the Naturalist. Maybe try to go more aggressive than they hopefully can, but it's goblins, so... let's see, next turn he goes to 3 mana, he can sacrifice 4 and 5, so there's no play that gets him... what's it called? Yeah, he's getting there, though. If he has Muxus, I think we almost immediately lose, unless he bricks, like, really hard. Isn't that right, Carmel? Little tiny girl. Go ahead and attack with the Naturalist. Just name it green, just in case Auto Tapper decides to screw me. Does he block, or does... yep, slits through. So we're just going to try and be as aggressive as we can here. See if he gets it. Okay, that's not a goblin, or the news card isn't a goblin. So there's that. Yeah, he could just play... Yeah. Yep, and sometimes you just don't have the thing you need. Let's see. What do we actually do against that? I guess it's just Ferocidon and Prey. We're giving rid of one loot, Faithless Looting, and an Abundant Harvest, maybe? Yeah, and I guess we just, like, hope he doesn't have, like, a nut draw like that again. But it's good, though. I actually haven't seen a Goblins deck in, like, a long while that I wasn't trying to tinker with. Go ahead and play first. We have our sideboard card, which is amazing, actually, that we managed to draw that. Hopefully, that will help us, like, eke out a win here. Oh, that's unfortunate. They appear to be playing the older school versions that are just, the mono red. They don't appear to be splashing for any of the black goblins. So there is that to contend with. I don't think mono red runs a whole lot of removal goblins, except for the cycle shooty goblin whose name is escaping me at this moment. Oh, it's actually nighttime. Okay. Getting into green. Go ahead and just play the Ferocidon. What is the name of that? Oh, Jim Palm Incinerator. That's the name. Doesn't really matter what we name here. He does have the mana for the Jim Palm. But that wouldn't kill anything, so... Yeah, it's based off goblins on the board, not... Okay, so we're okay-ish. Kind of. We're live. At 4, air quotes, mana. Plays the War Chief. Does take a bit of damage. I think he only played the War Chief, though, so it'll still be night. So we'll go ahead and play you. Fully aware that this is going to hurt and suck. We'll go ahead and attack. And then on their upkeep, we'll stomp their Goblin War Chief so they can't, like, do anything too crazy. Hopefully we can keep the night down for a little bit. What, Carmel? I love you. Okay, so passes to... What? Then come hang out with Dad, you goober. Stomp their War Chief. They could sacrifice it to get a mana from it and fizzle the spell itself. But I just care that the bone or the War Chief is gone. I don't really care about the body. Lets it resolve. I mean, it's just objectively correct there to fizzle my Bone Crusher. Yeah, that's chieftain. You want to go hang out in the window? Booyah! Thank God we do the sideboard card. I guess we just run it again and hope to find it. Or have it in like an opening hand. We might not, to be fair. I do, pardon the interruptions from one of my sweet little baby cats. You know, you could like sit in the chair with Dad and cuddle. This is an awful hand. That's better. Guess we get rid of Faithless Looting here. Come on. The baby. God damn, another skirt. Although, what's the... I think the... Oh, thank God we found it. I think the odds of finding it, if you have 4 copies of it in your opening hand, is like 40% or something like that. I could be wrong. That math might be totally made up out of nowhere. Don't mess with chords, child. Sweet little fur baby. Come here. If you want the pets and the cuddles, come get the pets and the cuddles. You damn goober. We'll probably Rampaging Ferocidon next turn, since it's... Never mind. No, we won't. So there's that. If we don't draw a land, we might abundant harvest for a land. Hopefully find a red source. I'm here, Uber. Okay, that's actually not that bad. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just turn Timber. And just stomp the Skirt Prospector. We want to get rid of their ramping tools as much as possible. Why does he not sacrifice? Does he not know he can sacrifice it to itself? Because, I mean, that would be an understandable thing. Because he is using... Okay, he matrons for something. What is this board's music? This is very extra. Okay, there's a Snoop. Still going to stick with the original plan of the Ferocidon. That is pretty goddamn important, to be entirely frank. Snoop. That won't fuck me. There's the big man himself. Guess we can Snoop, or stomp their Snoop, and then we'll harvest for a land, I guess. I guess we can harvest for a non-land. Well, that's an option. Okay, we got through a lot of chaff, though, so that's good. Okay, the chieftain's not good. This is in fact remarkably... Okay, that's better. So we can... Bone Crusher you. Go ahead and harvest for a land, I guess. Can't do anything with it, but there is that. We just want to slow him down as much as possible. Okay, Goblin Chieftain. That is more damage he's taken, though. So there's that. Okay, so there's that. God damn, that sucks a little bit. Yeah, I know. I should be able to now auto-pay, and we'll go ahead and, I guess, just do the last lane we have. We can attack the Ferocidon. We can block and block, depending on what they play. They're at 5 lands, so they're 1 shy of their Mux's turn. Okay, hopefully he... That is, I don't know if that's the right choice to make, my man. Well, no, it might be, because it might be dead, actually. Disregard my shit talking. 2, 4... Oh, 2 times 5 is 10. 10, I block 3. 3 is 6. I think I die here no matter what, right? Yeah, because they maintained the... Damn! We were arguably like 1 turn away. Good game from our opponent, though. And that is our little Wolf-Packy tribal deck. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like if you like it, sub if you like me, and if you have any questions, there's comments down below. Thank you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.